Chapter 19. It's not a big deal if it does not hit. Yeah, there's an exclamation mark at the end of that. Let's just warm up a little, sorry. It's a pleasant feeling to recover completely. Oh, dear me. I didn't thought that there was a recovery technique by leveling up. I completely forgot about it. But this can't be used that many times, right? I just leveled up a while ago. That means that it would be a long way to go before I can level up again. If I were to bear with such a serious injury after each time I fight, my recovery speed won't be able to catch up with it. Then I would need to build up a simple home there and stay indoors in order to recover. It's no use if it's like that. After all, I would return to my original life. Although I say it, it's just a discussion about what to do. I don't get stronger suddenly just because my level rose. If it's my weakness, then I would use my head to find a way to win against it. To be frank, if I were to launch a suicide attack without thinking, it would be like crossing the Sanzu River. Even though I was reincarnated, I don't have the memories where I crossed the Sanzu River. There's a little link there, by the way. I'll put that in the description, I guess. Is there no other way than this? Though I don't want to get hurt if possible, but I can't say such a luxurious thing. Rather, there's not even a guarantee whether I can fight next time or not. Even a while ago, I would die if I made the mistake. What if the frog didn't plunge itself into the thread as planned? I don't want to think about it. Getting through without being hurt is such a last minute. Maybe I should just redo this chapter. Getting through without being hurt in such a last-minute life-or-death state, the hurdle is slightly too high for me. No, wait. Though I assumed that I would get hurt every time, but isn't it slightly dangerous? I receive damage with my paper defense. It is very bad. Among the monsters whom I have met, the frog doesn't seem to be so strong. Though I know its strength after fighting it, but its appearance doesn't look strong. Though it has the color that makes people be cautious with its poison, but it doesn't look strong. Yeah, this doesn't look strong, right. Without poison, if it's only simple physical fighting strength, then there are others that seem to be more stronger than it. Well, I was driven into critical condition by a single blow from the weak-looking frog. Won't I get killed if I killed one hit if it was an attack from someone stronger? It's possible. If that happens, it won't be an injury anymore. What should I do? No, there's only one measure. It's no use if I have to hope in my defense. I should think that it's death if I receive an attack. That means I just have to avoid my opponent's attacks. Isn't it easy? Ahaha! What an impossible game! In my previous life, the evasive ability I have in the game was a result of repeated practice. Now I will confess it. I keep dying in the game. It's the so-called learn by dying. I observe the attack pattern of my opponent with the premise to die and learn through it. With that as the foundation, I could be able to control weird character like dodging specialist for the first time. Therefore, I can't win against the enemy that I have not... I can't win against the enemy that I have never met before. My current situation is somewhat similar to the game character. The game character specialized in speed and also has specialized in speed and also had offensive power increased. Other status are in their initial value. It was a worthless character with a paper defense and with no measures against long-distance attack. Now I'm suffering because of this. In the first place, the reality is way much different from the game. Because in the game, I only need to use my fingers to move, but in the reality, I need to move my whole body, even my view. It's not good if I were to be glued to a game screen. Above all, there's a feeling of tension that I will be able... that it will end if I die. Do I not seem to be tense? Such a thing. I don't feel tense. Let's forget about this talk. Anyway, it's different in the game and in the reality. Even in the game, I'm premised to die. What? I'm premised to die. My being an evasive character in the reality is impossible. Although there's no reason, but that's good plan either. There's no good plan either. In the first place, I have 2 little cards to play. Though the thread is useful in many ways, but the poison fangs only had one way to use it. I believe that the appraisal skill will become useful if it levels. Though my resistance skills are useful, my original defense is poor. What's left are the hearsay magic and taboo with unknown effects. Hearsay magic. It should be possible to use long-distance attacks if it's called as magic, but I don't know how to use it. Ah, seriously, I want a tutorial. If it's possible to acquire it, I should have known at least how to use it. Magic which only exists in fantasy, as I thought I can use if I imagine it. Jeez, fucking. I think there should be a simple function like that. Ah, well, it's no use pleading for something that doesn't exist. I peek in front stealthily from a rock shade. Small rock turtle, level 2. It's a turtle carrying a rock on its back. Gee, with the fucking dog. Ah, whatever. It can be said that it's big. It probably has the same size as the Galapagos in the Earth, but there was no impact if it's compared with other monsters. But it has a small word in its name. Does that mean that this guy is a child? Small rock turtle, hatchling of a rock turtle. Ah, just as expected. Is that so? If it's a child that size, I absolutely don't want to meet its parents. Well, let's get moving. It hasn't noticed me yet. Then let's launch a back attack without reserve. I jump out from the rock and approach at full speed. I jump at the rock shell and shoot my threads. Yaw! I was shaken off. It was shaken off. But I succeeded in shooting my threads to it. The turtle can't move anymore. Eee! The turtle tore the thread and rushed forward. Wah! Evacuate! Evacuate! I avoid it with a sidestep. Crash! With a terrible impact, the turtle plunges into the wall. Wah! I would be crushed flat if I received that. It was the first time that my thread got torn. This is bad. The turtle turns around to my direction. It rushes again. I avoid it. Crash! It rushes again. I avoid it. Crash! It rushes again. Enough already! I hook a thread to the foot of the turtle while avoiding its rush. The turtle stumbles and rolls in the reaction of the rush. It's lying on the ground upside down. When it comes to this, it would have been a hard time to get up. Well, I won't give it enough time to get up. Chop! Though I would die if this hits. Though I would die if it hits, but it's not a big deal if it does not hit. What? Okay. There's the title of the chapter and the end of the story. Though I would die if it hits, but it's not a big deal if it does not hit. I guess that's the. If the turtle hits her, she would die. Or she would. What? Okay, well, maybe we'll figure it out in the next chapter.